Five things to be grateful for today. Starting off with the fact that I had a good discussion with my prof, with a secondary prof actually, and I think the data that I've got for my presentation next week in the conference, that should be good. Secondly, I'm also grateful for the fact that I could actually, have all my missing information from the presentation as well being corrected, and I was told okay that whatever comes up next on my microscopy observation on Friday or Thursday, one of those days, that should be good enough to be presented. I was also grateful for the fact that towards the end of the day, I actually went to the supermarket, and while I was about to go to the line to get all my food billed, it was funny that another line opened up and this guy said, for everybody who uses the card to pay, you can come to this line. So I was the first one to go there as soon as I entered the line. So this was quite something unexpected. I was also grateful for the fact that the transport was so on time today, and it was just one of those things that I didn't have to wait for too long, and this was something that I appreciated from the public transportation system. And actually, to remember, I woke up quite early today, and I woke up at 7 a.m., which is something I've been meaning to do, but trust me, I've woken up like that maybe once every 3 weeks. Not the best success rate, but okay. At least I'm acknowledging the fact that if I go to sleep by 12, I wake up by 8, so at least I have a good 8 hours sleep. Now, coming to the things that I was catching myself spiraling on today, I would actually say was one of my worst days. I had a 3-minute spell, I would say, which was a bad spiral regarding my bullies from school, and it didn't really come up for something that terrible. I just knew there was a particular thought about how I'd seen on the video where shadow work is important, and then this came up almost as if to say, yeah, we're right here. As long as I know I'm doing this little piece of work and catching myself, there are going to be days where I might let it slip out, like what happened today, which is why I give myself a 7 or an 8 out of 10, which is in that reddish zone, which is something I don't plan on being there for too long. On the other hand, I'm quite grateful and I'm quite happy for the fact that I did start this process and I've caught myself doing this, and maybe it's just a one-off. I would also say this happened because I was not getting responses from particular messages to these two girls, but in the end I did. So see you guys tomorrow.